What's up, everybody? Welcome to System Crafters Live. I'm David Wilson, and today we're back with another live stream where we get together as a community and talk about something cool, and this week is no exception to that. Before I get started, I'd like to say hello to the people who have joined so far. That would be my favorite color is green, my name Jeff, John Eastman, Ryan Paranto, Drishal Balani, that's Amore, Jerry, Mormon Jesus, let's see who else, Celtic Orthodox Prayer, Bill Scherer, Tom, Gunn, Valentino, Kay, Daigo, Piotr, thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it. If I sound a little bit sick, it's because I have been sick, unfortunately. So hopefully I won't be coughing your ears off by the time, we're midway through the stream, but we'll see what happens. Hello to Remus, Leslie, Francesco, Aria. So today is obviously April 1st, and I'm not gonna let the anticipation kill you. I'm just going to tell you right up front, I'm not switching to FreeBSD. It's just a joke. But we are going to look at FreeBSD today. But before that, let's talk a little bit about the updates. And you're probably thinking to yourself, where are the videos? Yeah, I haven't released a video in a while, and I keep saying that. It's mainly because I keep getting busy with other things. I have gotten one video about like 80% written, but honestly, at the moment, not a lot is interesting me about Emacs to sort of like motivate me to finish something. So I'm trying to like find an angle to get back into it so I can maybe make another video that would be interesting to me enough to actually finish producing one. So we'll see how I get an entry point into that. But if anybody has any like new cool stuff that you've been hearing about lately in Emacs land or other system crafting related topics, please feel free to drop them in the chat or in comments, or send me a message on Discord, IRC, email, etc. And I'll take a look at the stuff and see if there's something cool we can talk about in a future video. Gunn says, clickbait, WTF. Yeah, well, it's April Fool's, but it's not clickbait because I'm actually going to try FreeBSD, so it's not completely a lie. So let's see. Hello to Andreas, Aryan, Simon. Which OS do you use? I use GNU Geeks, which is obviously a GNU Linux distribution. And also, last time I did a stream, we had 3 different drops of the stream, maybe 4. I can't remember how many times it was, but it was supremely frustrating. And I, did various sort of diagnostics with the ISP that I use here. And everything was fine with the internet connection. But then I remembered that I had heard about this new OBS release that was supposedly fixing some huge bug that some people had been having. And I looked at which version I was using. It was the version with that bug fix, but apparently that huge bug fix actually caused another bug, which I hit, which caused my stream to drop repeatedly. So it was actually a software problem. Not surprisingly, I guess, but maybe I just have been having such a good luck with OBS over the last 2 years that I didn't think it could possibly be OBS, but apparently it was. So it just goes to show that if you ever have a weird problem with software, maybe just try updating it, or at least take a look at, whether there's any new version that might fix the bug you're having. The Christopher 2 says, my disappointment is immeasurable. Well, I don't know. I mean, I could still switch to FreeBSD. We'll see what happens by the end of the stream. Hey, Jeff. Jeff says, FreeBSD is cool, but you might run into hardware driver issues. BSDs typically lag behind Linux with hardware support. At least that's been my experience. We're going to be running it in a QEMU VM today, so it won't be a problem. Adrian says, can you run Emacs on FreeBSD? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Francesco says, today I tried to install Artix, but I gave up. Didn't find the software I usually use in the repos. I don't know. Artix. I haven't used it. Which one is that now? It's another one based on Arch. I'm kind of surprised if you can't actually find the packages you're using if it's based on Arch, unless it doesn't use the same original package repos. or whatever, however you want to call it. But yeah, I have not used that one. I haven't used an Arch-based distro probably since 2019, because that's when I switched to Geeks, and I haven't changed to anything else since then. Cool. So let's see. Francesco says it uses its own repos. Okay, makes sense. It's 2022, not 2021. Did I say 2021? So, another thing I wanted to announce is that the Ludum Dare competition, I'm going to be participating in the Compo, the Ludum Dare 50 Compo, which is a 48-hour game development competition. So if you're interested in video games or game development, especially if you're interested in game development, this is kind of a cool event where a lot of people try their best to finish writing a game either from scratch or from a starting point within either 48 or 72 hours. And it's very difficult, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to be using the new programming language Mesh that I wrote, as well as my own game library for doing rendering and whatnot. So we're going to see how that goes. It could, totally go down in flames, or it could be great. But what I'm going to do is stream this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for probably about 6 to 8 hours per day, depending on my availability, since I have a family and responsibilities and whatnot, so things could just completely turn off at any point. But my goal is to live code as much of the work I do on the game as possible, so you can see me actually writing the game. Now, the problem is, I'm going to be doing this during the daytime in Greece, which is probably not very good for those of you who are in North America, because I'll start around 7 a.m. my time, which is 4 a.m. UTC, and I think that's like, 10 p.m. Pacific US time, and maybe 12 or 1 a.m. Eastern time. Double check those times, but I think that is going to be difficult for some people, but maybe the afternoon stream that I'm going to do will be easier for you to catch. So if you're interested at all in game development or video games, definitely come check it out and at least come by for a moment and say hello, because I'll be very lonely there, trying to code a whole game and do art by myself the whole time. Let's see. Will Geeks run on an old, slow laptop? Geeks will run, but the thing is that the operations that Geeks has to do to pull software and sometimes build software from source can be pretty taxing on a system. So I don't know how it's going to operate on an old machine. I mean, if you go online and look into whether you can run Gentoo on an older machine, it may give you a similar idea, because Gentoo is like compiling everything. However, the one difference between Geeks and Gentoo is that Geeks, everything in its package manager is running through Guile Scheme, which can obviously be slower than probably whatever they're using for eMerge. So yeah, it might not work, or it might work. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. Gun says all in Latin. I don't think I could accomplish that, but maybe, who knows? Arian says, what is special about GNU Geeks? Well, I made a video about that earlier this year, so you should check it out. It's called Why You Should Learn Geeks in 2022, I think is what I called it. Okay, and Krishna says, what init system does Geeks use? It is called GNU Shepherd, which is another scheme-based program, and I find it to be pretty useful. Chris says eMerge uses Python and Bash, so no idea if it's slower. Yeah. Celtic Orthodox Prayer says, I get the impression that GNU software is rather Baroque. Yeah, but that's part of the fun. It is definitely Baroque, though, I would say. All right. So yeah, the streaming for all that stuff is going to be on the Flux Harmonic channel. So check out the links to YouTube and Twitch there if you're interested in following what I'm doing there. You could also check out the Twitter account. I'm bad about not tweeting, so I probably won't tweet very consistently, but twitter.com/FluxHarmonic. I'll probably give some, more important updates there, but we'll see. Oh crap, I forgot to plug this laptop in. One second. I had to move my entire streaming setup today, so Ashra says, and here I thought you would switch to Temple OS. I'm not that hardcore, but I think it would be interesting for someone to try it. I don't think it would work very well. All right. Let's see. Matto says it is, but once you get past the bloat and the macros, the code is not so bad. Yeah, I haven't actually looked into the code of many of the GNU projects. I mean, obviously, I've looked at some of the GNU Geeks code, a lot of the GNU Geeks code, and some of the GNU Emacs code, but I'm not really sure about the rest of the projects. Okay. So then, to today's topic, I am switching to FreeBSD, or I'm not really switching to FreeBSD, as I mentioned before. Today we're going to try out FreeBSD because I've heard a lot of good things about the BSDs over the years, and I wanted to take this opportunity to check it out and see if we can figure out what sets it apart from Linux and other operating systems. And if you didn't know, FreeBSD is not Linux. It's a completely different Unix-based or Unix-like operating system. So it doesn't have the same sort of core set of tools. It doesn't have the same kernel. Is very different. And as Jeff mentioned before, it doesn't have the same set of drivers. So if you want to run FreeBSD or any of the other BSDs on actual hardware, you're probably going to have a harder time finding good drivers for whatever you're using, especially if you're using a newer computer. Never tried that before, but it's likely that you would have some issues there. But if you are running a server, I think that FreeBSD could be a pretty good option. But like I said, I've never used it before. Today we're just going to check it out and take a look at a few things about it. Let's see if the image that I tried to download has finished. Okay, thank God it did finish. And hopefully we won't have problems with QEMU today. I haven't tried this yet, so we're going to see all together whether this works or not. All right, Gunn says WSD, the new BSD spinoff in Windows 11 replaces WSL. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay, so first of all, just like a high-level overview of what FreeBSD is. Well, on their front page, they say it's an operating system used to power modern servers, blah, blah, blah. A large community. Okay, sure. Learn more. What else can we see? This is the About page. It's an operating system for a variety of platforms which focuses on feature, speed, and stability. It is derived from BSD, the version of Unix developed at the University of California, Berkeley. So apparently it is a derivation of the original Unix, or maybe this is a rewrite. I don't know, like just sort of how the GNU operating system is a rewrite of Unix. I'm guessing BSD maybe also. Let's see. It offers advanced networking, performance, security, and compatibility features today, which are still missing in other operating systems. I've heard things about FreeBSD's networking support. I've also heard things about the way they do package management. So those are a couple things maybe we can look into to see if it's worth our while. Let me check my battery situation. Okay, it's charging good. Makes an ideal internet or intranet server, provides robust network services under the heaviest loads, and uses memory efficiently to maintain good response times for thousands of simultaneous user processes. Okay, sure. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, this is a lot of high-level stuff. I don't really see, like, the real reasons why these things are supposed to be true. Huge number of applications. Easy to install. Free. So, I mean, one other sort of aspect of this is that this FreeBSD is FreeBSD. It's not like Linux where you have a variety of, or let's say GNU Linux, where you have a variety of distributions of the Linux kernel plus GNU or whatever other tool set you might want to use, like BusyBox or something. FreeBSD is FreeBSD. So if you're using FreeBSD, you're using the same distribution of FreeBSD, as far as I know, as anybody else who's using it. There are other BSDs out there like OpenBSD, and I think there was like a NetBSD. So there's a couple different ones that are sort of, I guess you could say, distributions of BSD somehow, but I think FreeBSD is probably the more well-known one. I could be wrong about that. I've heard things about OpenBSD too, so that one may also be cool. NetBSD, I'm not so sure about it. But I think there's less distributions of BSD, basically. Matto says, all BSDs derive mostly from 386 BSDs, but are now wildly different beasts. Matto says, not really, BSDs are really Unix, while GNU Linux is more of a Unix compatible. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Cool, so let's see. Anything else interesting on this page? I don't really see much. Sure, you can contribute to it, and it's free to use, whatever. Features. Complete operating system based on 4.4 BSD. KMS and new DRM2 video drivers, so maybe it's like got better drivers you could use for GPUs. A BSD licensed legacy-free hypervisor, so for things like virtualization, etc. New binary packaging system, multiple repositories, signed packages, and safe upgrades. Unmapped VM IO buffers eliminates the need to perform costly TLB shoot downs. Never heard of that before. For buffer creation and reuse, reducing system CPU time by up to 25 to 30%. Yeah, that's not for me. I don't really know what that's all about. Noble and Savage, hello. I'm not moving from Geeks. That was, it's April Fool's. Obviously, I'm doing some shenanigans here. But we're going to try it, though. Chris says NetBSD has the best package manager and Lua in the kernel. That's pretty impressive. Lua's not a bad language, though. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's just get to like actually trying it out. So let me see if I can set up a VM here. Local install media. Browse. I'm going to my downloads folder. Probably need to refresh that. Where's the refresh? Come on, right click. Oh, it's right here. Okay. What is it called? FreeBSD. And where did I put it in? Huh? Okay, let's do a little searching with Deered here, because I don't know what's going on. Downloads, FreeBSD. Okay, it must have gone somewhere else. And where could it have possibly gone? I had this problem last time too. Or on another stream. And I really don't want to re-download this thing because it's pretty big. Probably went to a project folder. So projects, code, crash the stack, assets, fonts. No. Jeez, where did this thing go? I have to use find. I don't remember the syntax for find. Jeez. Where else could it be? Temp? No. No. All right, somebody remind me of the syntax of find so I can figure out where the hell this file is in my file system. Probably still logged as a download in your browser, but the problem is I can't click this show all downloads or whatever this thing is because I don't have a file manager, because I don't use file managers. So I don't have a way to tell where it went on the file system. That's really, really strange. It is pranking me now. Find name glob. Okay, thanks, Piotr. So FreeBSD star ISO. Let's go. vterm. All right, so we're gonna go back to root. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So find type F name. Okay, dash name. We're just gonna go with that FreeBSD star. Hopefully it finds it fast because I have no idea where it would be. Oh, I did find it? Dude, come on, man. So here we go. We're going to re-download this thing because we don't have a choice, apparently. So, home, download FreeBSD. I was picking the latest one. It's 13.1 RC1. Install our images. So I don't know if I'm using, I think I'm using Flatpak Firefox here, and I can download it to a local folder, but I don't know where it goes by default. Actually, I probably should look in, where is it? .local share? No. Flatpak app. There's some folder where everything goes. probably I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Anybody remember the fast install Thunar, find the file, remove Thunar? Maybe have to. I don't know. I don't know what else Thunar is going to pull in though. Far. Nope. Sorry, folks. This is really annoying to me too. There's some place where Flatpak puts its like virtual file system. Where does Flatpak put virtual file system? I could do that, but var lib Flatpak. Okay, system-wide data. Here we go. Look repository, installed runtimes and applications, app directories. Okay, that's where I was looking. Nope, it was what, share, Flatpak, app, Firefox, x86, stable, whatever, files. No. Whatever. Okay. Find /name FreeBSD. The thing is, it's in my user folder. All right, let's try what Willem and Krishna are suggesting here. Let's do vterm, and we're gonna look for find. Well, I'm gonna do find in home because I know there's got to be in home somewhere. Was it iname? Iname star.iso. Let's try that. Okay, well, that's the only thing it seems to find, so we're gonna re-download it. Unfortunate. So I downloaded this DVD1.iso. It's huge. I don't know if it's necessary. Oh, is this where those things go? It must be there. So run user 1000 doc. Totally makes sense, you know. Run user. Getting attributes permission denied. Okay, I guess I have to use su. ls run user 1000 doc. Oh, give me a break. What is Matto saying? You're using the Emacs operating system. Why not use find name dired? Can I do that? Because I haven't actually used that before, so. All right, so find name dired. Find name star.iso. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, FreeBSD doesn't want me. I should have just started downloading this, shouldn't I? I thought I had cracked the code here, but it didn't work. Save link as. So we're just going to go to home downloads. And how long is this going to take now? 36 minutes left. Yeah, it's probably going to kill the stream. Yeah, well, I think... All right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to invite any kind of chaos into the situation other than what's already here. So let's just not even mention it. There's other things like boot only. I mean, maybe some of these things allow us to install it without using like a live CD. So maybe I can take a look at that really quickly. So documentation. And getting started. Can I... Where's... okay, installing FreeBSD. Willem says, just tuned in. Why are you trying FreeBSD? It's just for fun, I guess. We're just trying it. All right, using BSD install. What's that? Okay, so there's like a quote-unquote graphical installer. That's going to be fun. But honestly, why not? Chris, I did check there, and it's it doesn't even let me ls the file path, which is a little bit weird if you ask me. So we'll also check out, where is it? There's boot only and then disk 1. I don't know what that means. We could try that one and see what it does. It's much smaller, so maybe it takes less time to download. So this must be the temporary file download location somehow. But I'm going to do this now. Come on now. Okay, 2 minutes. That's much better. Disk 1 is the whole thing. Yeah. Live CD. Kenneth says, are many Emacs plugins compatible with BSD? Well, what I'm guessing is that anything that's just pure Emacs Lisp is going to be compatible just because Emacs is compiled for sorry, I got distracted, for the operating system. So if you're running Emacs in FreeBSD, if you're running Emacs Lisp from that, so long as it doesn't do anything OS specific, then it should run just fine. Disk 1 is what you need to get a system up and running, no network install. I'm okay with network install, I guess. Can I pause that? I guess I can't pause it. It's really chopping the stream up now, I think. Does the video seem choppy to you? Oh, where's the VM image? Is it one of these memstick things? That can't be right. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this one. There's no point in running that right now. Okay, so installing FreeBSD, QEMU, can I say VM? KVM, okay, so virtual machine images can be downloaded from the FreeBSD page, QCal2. Not on this page. All right. They must not have made one for this release, the 13.1 release. I'm also going to download this disk 1 because it's smaller. And then we'll see what that does. Home downloads. Three minutes left. That's much better. Okay. It'll probably get done fast and we can just use that one. And we'll just go through the normal installation process, which is not a big deal. All right, so installation images, install FreeBSD on a hard drive. Whoa, what is this? There's a few others. Graphical installer may be interested in Ghost BSD, Midnight BSD, or Nomad BSD. Apparently those are other distributions. So obviously I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm saying things about whether there are BSD distributions. Are these just installers or actual BSD derived operating system, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so apparently there are a few of these. I don't think I downloaded an ISO XZ. 2.5 minutes left. The AMD 64. Okay. Starting the installation. Okay, so yeah, it's just a not a graphical, it's like a console-based installer, which is fine. And this comes from what? Boot message will appear. Once boot is complete, the welcome menu is shown. Okay, so you can just run through the whole installation process. That's fine. We're going to figure this out as we do it. 1 minute left, folks. 1 minute left. Or let's say 1.5 minutes left. So let's see. What else did I have in the way of links for this project? Whoops. Org. There we go. Anything else? There's like a FAQ, frequently asked questions, and there's also a wiki that could be helpful if you actually wanted to try out FreeBSD and wanted to learn some things about how it works. Blah, blah, blah. Can FreeBSD replace my current operating system? For most people, yes, but this question is not quite that cut and dried. Most people do not actually use an operating system. They use applications. Yep. The applications are what really use the operating system. Well, that just requires the applications you use to be there, but that's a little bit reductive. Robust and full-featured environment for applications. Sure. Okay, 32 seconds left. Yeah, we're just going to try... Gun says, have your installation key ready, the hologram on the box. Yeah, those are the old days. I try to avoid that kind of software anymore. Though I did just have to install Windows on a VM the other day for porting mesh, so... Okay, finally, disk 1. Let's go and check out this location here, and we see FreeBSD disk 1, so we're going to select that one. It doesn't matter. We're going to go forward. You must select an OS. Okay. FreeBSD 13. Fine. I'm going to say 2 CPUs, and I'm going to say... How much memory do we have right now? Let's see, proced. They're going to tell me. Or maybe I need to go to vterm and use htop. Do I have htop? Okay. Okay, I got plenty of memory left, so I can give it a bit more just so that we don't get choked out. So 4096. All right, so 4 gigs of RAM and 2 CPUs. Enable storage for this machine, create a disk. I mean, 20 should be sufficient, but let's just go with 40 in case. And that should be good enough. Let's finish that, and let's see if it boots up. Okay, that is illegible. Scale display always. Resize the VM. Dude, come on now. Always. There's no way we could read this if this doesn't scale. How can I make this get bigger? Come on, come on, come on. So QEMU scale console display. Font too big. Yes, it's huge. VGA standard flag to the command line. Well, I'm using Virt Manager actually, so maybe I should look for that. Virtualization Manager QEMU scale console text. Ionikit. Extension package for VM to scale. I shouldn't have to do anything, but get out of here, man. I'm so tired of all these little pop-ups. Scale. No. Resolution. Whatever, man. So maybe if I go into display. Yeah, let's turn on OpenGL. That's really going to help here. I don't see it even checking that. So full screen. Ah, how about that? Okay, so are we good here? Continue with default key map. Well, I'm sure it's probably English of some sort. English. Where is it? United States of America. That's not a key map. Emacs optimized layout. Okay, we're going to go with that. If I press Control A, no. Hold on, that's the wrong control. Ah! This is not Emacs optimized. What are you talking about? Things are not working. Okay, whatever. It types. That's good enough. Continue. All right, choose a host name. Crafter. So base system for debugging. 32-bit compatibility libraries for debugging. We don't really need. Ports tree, system source tree, test suite. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't want a base system. I don't need the source tree. And I don't care about the test suite, so I can just go onto OK here, right? And how do I move down to the OK then? O? Capital O? Come on. There we go. Some installation files were not found on the boot volume. The next few screens will allow you to configure networking. Okay, hopefully that is already set up. Cool. Yes. Yes. Please work. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't know. Ashra says, didn't you just start using Emacs Geeks the same way, just trying it first? Basically, I just brute force my way through anything and just look at docs or, you know, random searches on the internet. I don't know. Sounds fine, right? I don't care. How would you like to partition your disk? Guided root on ZFS. That sounds fine. I don't want to do anything fancy. Let's just do the guided root on ZFS. Okay. I don't want to encrypt. Swap size, mirror swap, encrypt swap. Whatever, seems fine. No redundancy, don't need anything like that. This is not a server. This is just a, you know, crappy VM. Probably don't need debugging symbols. Yeah, is that what that was? It's just debugging symbols? I noticed now that on the screen, on the stream display, you can't actually see the names of people because of blue background. Not enough disks selected. Okay, well, then let me select it. Yes, I do. Destroy it, please. All right, so IPv6, maybe Sweden, probably, because I'm in Europe. There's a Greece FTP server. Why not that? Okay. What are we talking about? Fine. Yes. Just do it. Oh God, come on, man. This is not going well. No. Disk info. Yeah, let me get out of it now. That's not a good UI. I broke the installer. I had the same problem with the Geeks installer too. Ashraz is right. I want to install Windows Vista, but because I don't have drivers for that, I need to install BSD first. Manually create partitions. Okay. Let's do that. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Manual. Excuse me. So how about we delete this one? Device busy. Device busy. All right. We may have... Wait, hold on. What just happened? Okay, so we're going to restart this... this installer, because I think something has gone horribly wrong. And I also don't know... Oh, Jesus. How do you get out of full screen mode? In QEMU, because it's not giving me an option here. There we go. Live CD? Yeah, it'd be nice if I had the live CD. Don't you have to write the boot sector first? I don't know. I figure if I just tell it what to do, it should do the right thing, right? But apparently it's not. Control F, well, like F12. So, vert manager full screen hotkey. F11. Okay, F11, is that the one? Control plus Alt. Still not working. Let's see. Hover the mouse over the sliver. Well, I don't see that. Control Alt F. Okay, how about that? Let's do that. Control Alt F. Nothing is working. This is a great experience, I have to say. VM image for 13.0, even if it's a bit older. Yeah, you might be right. So I may just kill QEMU then. So PS aux grep. That is the one right there. 28416 P kill QEMU. Bye bye. Jeez, man. What a nightmare. Oh, did that kill the whole... Wow. I think he just killed the whole workspace. That's unexpected. Shabam says, did I miss a stream? No, you didn't miss a stream. Because I didn't do one last week. All right, so let's connect to the local user session, KVM. And we're going to start this up one more time and see if we can do it without breaking it. Does there... Yeah, there's no listed hotkey for that. We're just going to go with it. Oh, can't find boot. Okay, I totally trashed this thing, apparently. How'd that even happen? Show me... Oh, there it is, finally. The drop down. It's friggin' tiny. Right there. Okay, at least we don't have to kill it next time. Okay, folks, we're going to delete the VM and start over because I destroyed its world, apparently. Force off. Bye. Okay, so let's close this window out. And then we're going to delete this VM. I swear we're going to get FreeBSD installed by the time the stream is over. Okay, here we go. Select the media, FreeBSD, disk 1. Choose volume. FreeBSD 13. 2 CPUs, 4096 gigabytes of RAM, or megabytes, whatever it is. 40 gigs storage. Roll with it. BIOS drive C. Yeah, it's definitely drive C, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Ashra says, just don't loop mount your real hard drive. Yeah, that wouldn't be so bad because I don't use this computer for anything other than streaming, but it wouldn't be nice. All right, install. Continue with default key map. Crafter. Don't care about base system debugging, but maybe we want the ports tree. Okay. We're going to do manual disk setup this time. We're going to create a partition. BSD labels. It's probably GPT, though, that I want, right? Okay. I guess. Yeah, probably it was a bad config.sys. Gotta be. Matto said I should use UFS. Where is that? Where is UFS? Where is UFS? Okay. So I'll just keep moving. Create. Did I? I don't think so. Did I? There we go. FreeBSD UFS. Okay, so we're gonna go back because I want to delete that. I probably need a swap partition. Size. Jeez. Can you give me the options, please? Swap. 2 gigabytes. Well, let's make it 4. Swap. Okay. Create. I'm probably making a huge mistake here, but whatever. It needs a mount point. Come on. Modify. Mount point. This needs to be root. Okay. We good? Oh, there was an auto-guided UFS? I didn't see that one. Okay, let's then go back. What is auto? Here. Thank you. See, it's not in here. Let's go from the beginning. I want to see what it said. There we go. Auto-guided UFS disk setup. Thank you. Still. Did I not just select the auto? Should I use MBR for, yeah, okay. GPT. Great. Fine. Done. Let's get out of here. I'm tired of looking at partitioning things. Hey, it's installing something. Thank you, Ashraz and Maddo, for digging me out of that hole. Yeah, we are living on the edge. I don't know what I'm doing. BSD labels. I don't know anything what I'm doing here, so we're gonna see if the system works, and if it doesn't, we'll start over. You're just gonna see me, you know, destroying VMs left and right, and that's fine. Part of system crafting is system destroying, I think. You gotta break it before you can learn it. Table, not label. Alright, let's see what this does. Hopefully it doesn't take very long. In the meantime, let me take a look at the installation docs. Fetching distribution files, like what it's doing now. Accounts, time zone, services, and hardening. Setting the root password. Okay, so let's all think about what we want the root password to be here. Windows. That's the root password. Windows. Okay. Yes. Yes. Sure, why not? No, I don't want to do whatever that is. No, cancel that. I don't want that. Yes. Yes. No. Whatever, dude. I can't do shift tab to go back. Time zone, Europe, Greece. Yes. Yes. Services you would like to have started at boot. Okay, mouse pointer on console. Don't care too much. Sure, why not? Sounds good. System security hardening options. Console password, disable send mail service. Is it on by default? Why would they have send mail on by default? Okay, I don't really care about any of these things. Sure. UID, sure. Login group, yes. Wheel? Does that exist? Let's go to the docs. Okay, time zone. Add users. Yeah, wheel. Okay. Login class default. I have no idea. Shell. Sure. Why not? SH. Yeah. No. No. ABC123. ABC123, because now everyone knows my real password. Lock out the account after creation. No. Yeah, sure. No. Okay. Everything else seems to be done. Exit. Nope. Let's just restart it. Reboot. All right. Ashra says, David, how dare you steal my password? Well, you know, I think it's everybody's password, because why would you want to have an actual password that you have to remember and type? Okay. This must not be the real image. Is it still mounted? Let's see if the disk is still mounted. The installer, I mean. Okay, doing something. Oh, all right. So it's installed. Let's log into our ABC123 account here. And this is a huge message of the day screen. Don't make me read, please. Package install en FreeBSD doc. Okay, you can install the documentation. FreeBSD-version. uname-a. Okay. Man HIER, the FreeBSD directory layout. That's interesting. I haven't thought about that. Root directory bin. Okay, all that stuff makes sense. Boot. CD-ROM. Dev for devices, etc. for all of the etc. crap. libexec, media, mount, net, proc. Okay, so pretty typical directory structure, it seems. Nothing too surprising. Okay. Fine. Yeah, Gun says, is that ASCII art or sync artifacts on the screen? Yeah, the display is leaving artifacts as it doesn't render very well when it's scaled up like that. FreeBSD basics. Let's install some kind of desktop environment, shall we? I don't care about any of this stuff. Shells, text editors. Okay, well, the first thing we should do is install Emacs, obviously. So let's just try that. How about package install Emacs? Package management tool is not installed. Do you want to fetch and install it? Well, yes, of course I do. So it doesn't have the package manager, but it knows how to install it. But, okay, so I need to run this as sudo. Oh boy. So what did I say it was? Windows? That was the password? Okay, package install Emacs. Yes. I wonder if I have to install sudo some other way. Let me go to, let's see, FreeBSD sudo. Isn't Vi installed already? We should find out. So why did it not work if it exists already in the system? Did I not press Y? 27.2, so it's not even the latest stuff. Don't we have 27.3 now? Emacs 27.3. Yeah, we have 27.3. Oh, DOS? Wow. Do as. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, it's installing all the X stuff as well. Being in the wheel group is not good enough. About to figure that out in a second. Okay, FreeBSD install Yeah, let's go with XFCE because I don't think XFCE because it won't be too huge. Oh, open a browser. How about if I want to do it from the console, dude? Okay, package install xorg. Because we're just doing this piece by piece. Do I have to configure anything or does it just work? Oh boy. I mean, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to just go edit an rc.conf file to turn on services, though. The nano init xinit rc exec xfcd4 session. I mean, that's nice. I mean, if that's all you got to do, that's pretty straightforward, honestly. Just use su. That's what I did. Moving to FreeBSD equals seppuku. Not exactly. We're making progress. I mean, like, we got an hour left. I think we're gonna have a desktop environment set up. We're gonna have graphical Emacs. Everything's gonna be fine. So long as it doesn't take forever, because right now, I think just by installing Emacs with the graphical version, it's installing the entire world. The Deja Vu fonts, obviously, we need that. Spider Monkey. BAME GC. Okay, finally we've gotten to Emacs 27 here. EXWM and FreeBSD, very possible now, I would say. Okay, interesting. Can I use page up, page down here, or no? Okay. I don't know what all this TCSD stuff is. So do as command not found. Package install xorg. Do as is not on here. Okay, so how about this? Package install sudo, or how about do as? Okay, so I have to install do as. Must be created. So they're making me do some stuff manually here. This doesn't exist now. Local, etc. Do as. Oh, okay. Package install. Come on now. Package install sudo, whatever. So we have both these as options, it seems. Yeah, I am root for sure. But I wanted to see if do as is already on the machine. So let's do this. Sudo package install xorg. Okay, cool. So now ABC123. Not in the sudoers file. Fine. VI. Is VI here? Good. We got that at least. Su. Windows. VI, etc. Sudoers. Doesn't exist already? Come on, man. Okay, so is it like one name per line? Let's do this. Sudoers file. What's the interest in FreeBSD today? It is a topic for a stream. It's just something I thought of. So, get out of here. Just give me the answer to the question, please. Oh God, I don't want to put all that stuff in there. Man sudoers. Yeah, I should be doing that instead of just going straight to the browser, right? Hello. Okay, so man sudoers. Whatever. Better to get do as going? Yeah, maybe so. Do as package install. I know this is not going to work. Package install xorg. Maybe it will tell me what I need to do next. So then if I go back to su, copy user local etc do as comp sample to user local etc do as.conf, and then edit that user local etc do as.conf. Okay, permit wheel. This is much better for sure. I don't want any random user Alice though to be able to do stuff. Wow. Okay. VI is holy crap. I need a different editor. Control H. Never mind. Let's do this. Do as package install xorg. ABC123. Great. Here we go. Do as does do the deed. Indeed it does. Because it just worked. Thank God. I did add myself to wheel before. Original VI. Yeah, I know. I'm not familiar with all the differences between VI and Vim. Obviously, I'm more familiar with Vim. How long is this going to take now to get xorg installed? I mean, we got time, but still, it's going to take its time. NixOS. Why would I want to use a functional package manager distribution? Sunar says, do you create operating systems distros? No, I don't really create anything. I just play around with stuff. PHDJ says, welcome to FreeBSD. Thank you. It definitely feels a bit more like, you know, do-it-yourself type situation. Maybe it's because I didn't install with a graphical installer or the live CD, but, you know, it's not a bad thing. I was, left WM? What's that? Tiling window manager written in Rust. I doubt that's going to be in FreeBSD. I could be wrong. Many font packages here. What prompted the switch? Well, I'm not really switching. I'm just trying it out. But, you know, if you've been in the sort of Unix operating system enthusiast space for a while, you've certainly heard of BSD operating systems, so I just want to try one out. Oh yeah, I definitely installed the April Fool's prank version of FreeBSD. So I probably should say that I'm going to write my own window manager soon, so. Donald says, this must be an April Fool's joke. Well, it's not a joke per se, because we're trying it, but I'm not actually switching into it for my daily operating system. I'm sticking with GNU Geeks. Max says, GhostBSD is a FreeBSD distro that has UI installer, graphical desktop, etc. Yep, I did run into that one. I hadn't heard of it before until I just looked for it. Kenneth says, is Rust even in BSD? I'm pretty sure you'd be able to install it with like Rust up or something, but I don't know if they have it in the repos. As popular as Rust is, I would kind of guess they would have Rust. Sorry. Yeah, that FreeBSD would have Rust in their repos, but I haven't actually tried it yet. But we can try to check it out. Crazy says, Left WM has the best config system. What is, what's good about that? Because I haven't tried it. I've just heard the name. GhostBSD uses a different init. Okay. Many different distros of FreeBSD. Well, obviously, what I said earlier was incorrect. Seriously, do we really need this many fonts just to install Xorg? I mean, come on. It's like every font you could think of is installing this right now. Yeah, a lot of chat activity today. People are interested in why I would want to, you know, do this, I guess. WYLD, I prefer that. You know, wild stallions and everything. Oh, okay. See, the problem here is that if you don't run this through a pager, then it spews all this helpful information to you and you can't even see it. All right. Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of info that I don't really want to see here. So let's go back to that tutorial that I had seen. Okay, so I installed Xorg. Now it wants me to install Slim, which is great because I use Slim on Geeks also. So do as package install Slim. Shift page up. Well, did it? Yeah, it's not working for me. I tried that actually. Yeah, it just starts writing console characters. Okay, Slim is installed. Cool. And then package install XFCE. So let's just do that too. XFCE. Scroll lock. Use scroll lock and you can move up and down. Okay. Where's my mouse? There we go. Hey, give me the little pop-up. There it is. Yeah, it's not letting me press scroll lock. Send key. No. Interesting. GNU FreeBSD. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Ashraz, and I think the tutorial that I'm looking at tells me to do the same thing, so I'll do that in a second. Updating FreeBSD repository catalog. Well, I don't see anything happening, so I can't really tell what's going on. Yeah, I'm in a VM. Hanukkah says your new WM, it will be called SCWM, Evil WM. I don't know. I don't know what I'll call it yet. Bad idea WM, maybe. Oh, Matto is working in urgent care. That must be an exciting job. Okay, so here we go. Installing all the tools necessary for XFCE. So, Matto, do you use OpenBSD as your main, or do you use something else? I know you've used Geeks also. libxo. Why is it taking so long? I wonder if my internet's going slow all of a sudden. Come on now, let's go. Can't take that long. Use Linux these days. Gotcha. Okay, let's start this over because I think something is getting hung. ABC 1, 2, 3. Yes, install it, please. And actually download it this time. Next config FreeMax. Masochist VM. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. It is downloading that one. Just is a fairly big package, maybe. Noble and Savage says, you know what I'm wondering? Where is Sherry? That's a great question. I think the Sherry experiment finally ended. Whoever was running the Sherry bot in this chat decided to go. Come on. Every time I start this up, it just hangs at some point. I don't know if it's an internet issue or something. Which command will accidentally kill the VM? Yeah, we're gonna find out pretty soon, I think. I like how it keeps starting over at the packages that it hadn't installed yet. And then it just hangs again. Yeah, it just keeps hanging. Come on, dude. You know, all this effort, and I probably should just go and use EXWM. Oh, Great, now we got all this cute stuff. I'm probably destroying the system by canceling the installs every time whenever it hangs like that. Arun has a good point. It might be the Greek repo that I picked. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Yeah, it's probably hosted at a university somewhere on a subpar machine. I wonder how I can change that. FreeBSD change repo. Change the package repository. Yes, that's a great suggestion. This is from 2014. I don't know if I want to trust that right now. Package.conf. Okay. Oh, I can SSH into the VM if I set up the network correctly. Yeah, I could do that so that we don't have to look at the crappy screen. So if I go into, let's see. Well, first of all, let's do this just to make our life a little bit easier. If it installs it. Yeah, see, that worked. Okay, so my EXWM workspaces are all screwed up right now. So if I look at the local etc package conf file, so su vim, what was it? Obviously my brain is not holding on to information. User local etc package conf. User local etc package.conf. Yikes. I don't see anything that looks like a repo setting. Repos dir. Okay, so maybe that's not the way to set it. Set background dark, maybe so. Okay, changing package repo. Wow, that's from 2009, even worse. Whatever, dude. Let's just take a look. Is this in user local etc package tools.conf vim user local etc package tool? What is it? Okay. Etc package is a mirrors file. Let's check that out. So etc package freebsd.conf that no, I don't think so. Mirrors file. Where is the mirrors file? FreeBSD mirrors file. Okay. Okay. File. No. Yes, we are in the setting up FreeBSD, whatever. Okay, look. While we're trying to scratch our head on that whole thing, let's just keep doing this. Because maybe it will just complete. I don't want a mirror. I want to change the mirror. Change mirrors file. Was that it? Change the port fetch mirror. Change the port's mirror. Ah. Okay, this is actually an environment variable that needs to be set. Package root. Bill says, this is a good ad for Linux. Maybe so. Automatic geo IP base. Oh, okay. So maybe it's already supposed to be doing it, right? That's possible, but it really is hanging, though. I mean, what's going on here? Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. And then it just stops. Okay, fingers crossed now. It seems to be moving. Maybe it can finish this time. And then as soon as that installs something, then we can continue with this setup guide, which tells us that we just need to edit rc.conf to turn on a few different services. And I need to restart the system before, because it wants to set the services up, which is fine. But why install Slim if you're just going to boot directly into XFCE4 session anyway? I don't think we're even using the login screen, are we? Okay, because I set Slim Enable. I see. Okay, the Exynet RC is getting launched by Slim Enable whenever it logs in. Fine. Oh. That's an interesting concept there, the IFAM. Frame buffer issue, blocking further prints. Oh, you know what? I wonder. So watch this. If I press a letter on the keyboard by accident. Okay, so it didn't do it that time. I was wondering if maybe that blocks it somehow, but you might be right. Go, 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 go. We're almost there, finally. Gun says DDoS watchdog active on mirror. Maybe. Who knows? Hey, Fade. Okay, maybe it's going to finish this time. Now it's finally extracting. At least this stuff hopefully should not require things to have completed successfully. And I hope it's doing checksums on these files so that they're not total garbage after I keep canceling things. Yes, Fade, this is April 1st stream, so we're, you know, having a little bit of fun here. Okay. That works. So now what we need to do is edit. Which file was that? That was rc.conf, etc/rc.conf. And let's see, vim, etc. Well, do as rc.conf. rc.conf. There we go. Okay, so go ahead and add in Slim Enable equals yes. I think we also need to add in dbus enable equals yes. We need to add what was it? Mouse D enable equals yes. Yes, not S. There was one more thing I'm missing there. HAL D, I guess hardware access layer. HAL D enable equals yes. Okay, so HAL D enable equals yes. So this is the kind of thing you avoid by using something like GNU Geeks, where you don't have to go edit these system files all yourself. Okay, so that should do that, and then I need to edit my own Exynet RC file to then say, was it exec XFCE4 session. All right. And then it wants me to restart the system by running init6. Do as init6. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, whenever it restarts, we're going to see a login screen, graphical login screen. All right, that looks good. That worked. Password. Cool. All right, so that actually did work. We got XFCE running here. Wow, the mouse is not cooperating though. Holy crap. The trackpad is very jerky. There's Emacs. Let's run that. Ah, come on, come on. All right, track point time. There we go. We have Emacs running, but the pointer situation is really bad. I wonder if I can get, God, get out of there. Hello. Terminal emulator. Okay. So what I want to do here is try to get like a package search. Cool. Package search. Spice. Let's see. Spice. Which one is the Spice Protocol? No. Or is it Spice GTK? So, FreeBSD Spice Agent. Clone Rational Emacs, yeah. I might have to do that. QEMU Guest Agent for FreeBSD. Yeah, Spice VD Agent's sort of what I want. God, get out of my face, all these pop-ups. So this is something that someone made 2 years ago. Do they say that it's been added in to the ports? No. Yeah, old Reddit is better in terms of not being a complete crap show in terms of all the stuff they do now with the UI. It's awful. No. Okay, how about this? FreeBSD KVM mouse twitchy, or mouse, I don't know. Not KVM switch, QEMU. Ah, okay. Oh, and I gotta edit bootloader.conf. Give me a break, man. But at least now I have a terminal I can scroll. So do as, and I can't paste either, can I? Of course not. Oh, can I? Ah, come on. Ah, it doesn't work. So this is what? utouch kmod and then input ev dev. xf86 input ev dev. xf86 input ev dev. Let's see if this improves the situation at all. All right, webcam D. Why is that necessary for mouse drivers? All right, to load install driver into the kernel, type kld load. Excuse me. Boot modules utouch.ko. Can't load operation. Okay, no kidding. Do as. Okay. It's not any better. In fact, it doesn't. Oh, what just happened? Not really better. To load driver automatically at boot. Okay, so. Whoa. Okay, so apparently my screen res is not optimal here. Maybe I can go into settings. Jeez, this is really bad. There's a mouse and touchpad setting here. Device, system mouse, IntelliMouse Explorer. That can't be any better either. Maybe? Ugh, no. I think it's because it doesn't recognize it as a touchpad. So it's doing some freaky stuff. Fine. Track point's working okay at the moment. Whatever. So, what's next? It's about 30 minutes. Yeah, I know. I know Ashraz. It's gonna explode after reboot? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so maybe we can try... Well, let's first try to set the display resolution to something a little bit more Reasonable. 16 by 9. Wow, it doesn't go up above that. Okay, keep this configuration. That's fine. Scale 1x. Yeah, well, it doesn't go any higher, so what can we do? Yeah, why not? Let's see. Bet get's not here by default. Yep. So, do as package install git. Use xrender. I don't know if it's going to work. Because I don't think that the graphics driver is advertising resolutions higher than that right now. Wobbly transparent windows. And it's still hanging in this case. Come on now. We'll check in a second. So xrender. Yeah, see, look, I mean, you could probably force something with xrender, but it's not telling me that I have something bigger than the resolution that I chose already. So, package install git. What happened with that? ABC123. Okay. So what we're trying to do is get the rational Emacs configuration pulled in here. So git, all right, so let's see. Make dir repos cd, well. Right, okay, that's what I'll do. Git clone https github.com. Oh, you know what? I need to remove the existing Emacs folder first. Get out of here. Come on, mouse. Let's go. All right. rmrf.emacs.d. Let's see. Git clone https. Let's type correctly. https github.com/systemcrafters rational-emacs.emacs.d. Okay, now if we load Emacs, let's see what kind of hell we're going to wreak on the system here. Go. Okay, doing something. You want to pull the rational Emacs distributions instead of your own, but is that rational? I don't know. We're going to find out in a second whether it actually works or not. All right, so it did start up, but it doesn't have anything in the default config. So if we were to go, let's see, do we have a browser? I doubt we installed anything for that yet. Yep, nothing. So I probably should install Firefox, but who knows how long that's going to take. Do as package install Firefox. I mean, we are making progress installing a full system. Attaching pointing device in VM can solve the issue too with the mouse jittering. Okay, so, whoa. I wonder if they only have like IceCat or something, which is fine if it is, because I don't really need full Firefox. Yo. Okay. FreeBSD, Firefox. What browser do you use in FreeBSD? Okay. Did I not type package install Firefox? Okay. Do I have libgcc JIT installed? No. Yeah. Oh, is it? Should it be capital? No. I wonder if it's this mirror that I'm using doesn't actually have it. Firefox ESR. Is that the one I have to use? Okay, I guess if I had done package search, I would have found it. There it is. Another thing that's going to take forever because it's got all these libass. Okay. It's got all these libraries for codecs and whatnot it wants to install. Firefox 91. That sounds fairly recent. 91.8. Firefox. What's the current version? They don't even advertise what the current version is. What does Wikipedia say it is? 71. That's stable, sure. Can you set up EXW in a FreeBSD? I'm sure that it can be done. Okay. What did I just do here? Whoa. What just happened? Okay, so now applications, web browser. There we go, Firefox. And github.com/systemcrafters. You know, if I was a smart man, I wouldn't have bothered doing this. I would have just gone into the frickin' repo and looked at the README file or the sample file. You know, I've got a cold, so I'm just going to use that as my excuse for being stupid. Example config? Yeah, how about that? So, you know, I can just copy that. eShell. Undo. Thank you. Undo. All right. eShell. Come on, mouse. Let's get into Emacs so we don't need this stupid mouse anymore. So, I need to make dir config rational-emacs. And then copy example config.el to .config rational emacs config.el. How about that? Now I'll exit and then I'll go back. Come on. A little bit more. There we go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, mouse. You can do it. Here we go. Okay, it's pulling some stuff now. Now you can go away. I don't need a mouse, I need F11, maybe. If we can get to the point where things are working, then yeah, we can do F11. Do everything from terminal? Yeah, I could try. But I just installed Xworks, so what's the point? I could have just stayed in terminal, I guess. It's going. Doing something. Need some better fonts here. I wonder if I can find fonts. So, package search JetBrains. Hey, it has JetBrains Mono. That's nice. So, do as package install JetBrains Mono. Can I type JetBrains Mono without putting in whatever that is at the end of the string? Great. Why undo tree? I don't know. Wow, the font size is huge. Let's take a look at that config file. Yikes. All the icons install. I don't need to do that, do I? I don't care. Temp/fonts. Okay, so that got installed now. Let's go into .config rational emacs config.el. JetBrains Monos, that's the one I wanted to use, which is good. Font size, we're going to tweak that down a little bit because it's a bit too big for the screen, like 120. How about that? And then we'll restart Emacs. Yikes. I don't like the way the text looks on the screen. Okay, well, it works. So we got that set up at least. Maybe I should have just set the font size there while I was there. Config rational emacs config.el. Excuse me. Get in there. Come on, mouse. All right, so height 140, let's say. We'll run that now. Hey. I've forgotten that I don't have my caps lock binding set up, so to do things the hard way. You need to download and install the fonts into the correct folder. You're right about that. Let's try it again. All the icons and install fonts. Is that to dot fonts? Probably not. I don't think it's going to work. But I also probably need to run FC cache, right? Come on. E shell. FC cache. Cat? No, cache. Thank you. What are the RX for that? FC cache F. Okay. Oh, I see something now. Maybe it did pick it up after all. Get in there. Yeah, all right. We got fonts. The UI looks a little bit wrong, though. I wonder if some of that pre-theme setup stuff isn't working very well. Okay, so we set it up. What else would we want to do on this machine? What else is interesting? I mean, I guess we could try to set up EXWM, but local share fonts, you might be right, Jeff. So I guess the pretense here, F11, thanks. The pretense here was to figure out what's good about FreeBSD, and all we've really found so far is it's been difficult to set up a lot of stuff that I would want to use. So there was a question earlier about whether Rust is in this. Do as package. Well, I don't need do as for that. Package search. Rust. Okay, there's a lot of Rust stuff here. Rust Nightly even. But who knows if that's like up to date. 2021, 12/21, yeah, not really up to date. Let's see. Par infer Rust, that's cool. And probably there's no left WM. Oh, wow, there actually is a left WM. Well, you know, I could be convinced to try that. So do as package install left WM. Rust cargo, yeah, maybe so. Left WM 2.11. I wonder what the actual version of that software is. Don't I have it somewhere? Right there. GitHub, left WM. Releases. Tags. 2.11. Okay. Few dependencies. Common dependencies for themes. Requires that XDG runtime tier is set in the environment. Well, do I really want to have to go bother with that? I mean, it sucks that you have to... Come on now. My key bindings that are baked into my fingers are not working here, obviously. Well, I wouldn't say that it's not good on the desktop just because I'm having trouble with it, because like this is literally the first time I'm using FreeBSD, so there's a lot that I don't know. But here's the thing I will say. If you're using a distribution that encourages you or actually requires you to go edit configuration files in the root of the file system, like in /etc, whatever, I was going to say etc, it's kind of painful because then you have to remember every single file that you changed if you ever want to replicate that system again. That's the whole reason I use GNU Geeks, so I don't have to think about that. But here, they don't even set these things up for you. So you can't just go install a piece of software and have it sort of work out of the box. You have to go do extra stuff, and then you're definitely going to forget what you did unless you're really fastidious about keeping notes about every piece of software that you set up in FreeBSD. So I don't know. It just seems like a recipe for headaches long term. That's my opinion. Ashra says, live stream idea, QMK firmware modding for PC independent keyboards. That would be cool. I haven't done anything. Excuse me. I haven't done anything with QMK before. But I would like to build a custom keyboard at some point. Joshal says, what are your thoughts about NixOS versus Geeks. Well, they both excel in very similar things, but I prefer GNU Geeks because of scheme, etc. Aniket says, that's why it's called FreeBSD, build something dangerous. Well, you might be right. That's why they have the little devil guy as the icon, I guess. Which I kind of like that, actually. Okay, so sure, we can try to run this left WM thing. If you want to see more than a black screen when you log in, select a theme. All right, so Control X. Come on, Control X2. Jeez, dude. Control X. Control. I keep hitting caps lock. Control X2. I need to split the screen so I can go edit the file that it tells me to edit. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Control W-O. Man, nothing works. Nothing I expect. And that's not... This is an Emacs config situation. It's not a FreeBSD thing. Make dir -p config left WM themes. cd config left WM themes. Okay, so path of the theme you like. Where are they? That is completely unhelpful because I don't even know what themes I'm looking for. And then I gotta go do this thing, which sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. XDG runtime dir. I gotta go put that in my environment script. Willem says, stay away from custom keyboards, terrible addiction. Yeah, I've already got enough of those already. XDG runtime dir. Okay, I probably should look at this wiki page on the other machine then. Man, I really don't feel like doing this. We got 15 minutes left, so let's just think a little bit about what else we could do that would be more interesting than screwing around with a package or a window manager that I don't really even care about using myself. No shade thrown on left WM, but I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So let's see. I mean, you know, the package tool is kind of nice. It is pretty easy to use, has a decent search command already built in. There seem to be, you know, a fairly reasonable amount of packages available. Let's actually see here. Package search, come on. Package search EXWM. Do they have EXWM package? Okay, so I wonder if they even have, okay, there are Emacs list packages in the distro. Obviously, well, my opinion about using Emacs packages from your actual distribution and not from like package.el, straight.el, or even GNU Geeks is that it's kind of a recipe, excuse me, recipe for headaches. But that's my opinion. Excuse me, jeez. Ashrad says, you could just stream it a little bit longer. No, I have to help my child go to bed, and that is a whole distro installation level difficulty process all on its own. Hyder says, is this temporary? Yes, I'm just installing it in a VM. This is not a real machine right now. Max says the stream will go down in history. Oh boy. Eric says, are you actually switching or is the title a joke? It's April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, so it's a joke, but we are trying out FreeBSD. So we got from, for those of you who are just joining, we actually got FreeBSD installed from the minimal installation image, console mode installation, and then got XFCE installed and set up and working. So that's where we're at right now. We got rational Emacs configuration set up with Emacs. So, you know, we've got an environment that can be used for stuff. We can install the software we want to use. I'm sure there's plenty of things here. I'm trying to think of like what else would be pretty obvious that I would want to install that I would check for here. Try installing Nix and or Geek CLI tools. Probably they're not going to be on here, but let's just give it a shot just for yucks. Package search Nix. Okay, it's going to be a lot of Unix stuff. See the Phoronix test suite. Oh, Nix. Wow, Nix is on here. Geeks is not going to be on here. All right, so package install Nix. Let's see what that does. I mean, that would be pretty cool to have Nix on here. Because you could at least use Nix Home or Home Manager, whatever it's called. And Nix needs Pulse Audio. And a bunch of AWS libraries. Is this the right Nix? MPC, Pulse Audio, Speaks DSP. Why does Nix need these? 1 gigabyte of space? That's fishy, dude. Which of these other dependencies pulls in a bunch of random crap? Ashrad says, if Geeks was on BSD and that's how I changed BSD, nah. Wouldn't happen. Can't run BSD on my actual ThinkPads, probably. There's plenty of bloat in things that Geeks will pull in also, but this is surprising. It's possible these are libraries they're pulling in that are by AWS for whatever reason. Yeah, why AWS SDK? You think so? It said Nix. Nix, a functional package manager, so we'll see. We're going to find out real fast whether it's right. FFTW, that's something else that I don't see why it should be in there. GCC, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Getting a cold before streaming? Not a good idea. Donald says, have you installed Geeks Package Manager yet? Not available on FreeBSD. As far as I know. Some of these things are taking a long time to extract. Like the AWS SDK CPP package. Why does it take so long to extract that? Nix. Come on now. I mean, it seems like the right Nix. But what's the version, I wonder? 2.3.10. I didn't want Nix OS. I want the package manager. So that's 2.7. I mean, it's sort of sounds like it could be real. Yeah, stable release 2.4. Could be Nix. Nix install. I think that you use something else though for excuse me. Yeah, it's talking about derivations and stuff in REPLs. Okay, so that's Nix. Drink some Ouzo. I would love to drink some Ouzo right now. That'd probably help actually. 2.3 is really old. Yeah. Okay, Drashal says LFS stream when. Actually, I'm thinking about LFS at some point because I think it would be kind of fun. And it does fit with the whole thing of this channel. I just don't know if like doing it on streams is the right way to do it because it, you know, obviously streams are 2 hours long. I don't know how many people want to watch recordings of that, but I guess people used to watch the Emacs from scratch videos, so. Oh boy. Had to get the spammers out of here. Okay. Oh my god, another one. Ashra says, wow, man, this spammer is really going at it. Thanks, Ashraz. Appreciate it. Oniket says that LFS in itself is hell. Got to tread carefully. I don't know. I mean, you know, that's my kind of challenge. I'm doing a lot of things from scratch, so why not? All right, so let's do that. Nix shell. Tomas is giving me something to put here. Hello. Okay, so we need to use DOAS for that probably. DOAS, do-as. All right. Okay, probably need like a channel file or something. Okay, not really necessary. Nix env. Come on, dude. Can I set permissions? Fine. You know, it probably needs a service running, and I haven't set that up yet. Did it tell me that? Cancel, cancel, cancel. Thank you. Let's go back to where we installed it. Yeah, we need Nix build users. See, this is what I don't like. You have to go manually set things up. And we're talking about Pulse Audio. This is really funny to me. What's Nix gonna do? Play you a song while it's installing derivations? Okay. Gunn says your kid probably thinks you choked on a sheet of sandpaper. No, she knows why I'm sick. She brought it home from school, so. MPV install. Eh. Okay. All right. So we did it. We installed FreeBSD. We checked it out a little bit. We saw how long that it takes to get things set up by scratch. We also saw sort of the deficiencies in my view of using the system in this way, where you have to do some things manually and edit files that you're going to forget what you did. Kenneth says, I wonder how long KDE will take to install. Yeah, it's going to take forever, for sure. Can you install Geeks through Nix? I'm not sure. GNU Geeks on BSD would be very nice. I don't know if it works. Let's see. Can we get a definitive answer on that? Geeks and FreeBSD. Excuse me. Too different from Linux for a direct port to exist. A lot of comments. Ashra says, how do you and your family deal with Greek? Do you speak the language already? I speak some. I understand some things. Okay, whatever. So yes, I'm not switching to FreeBSD ever, I guess. Not because I don't like it, just because GNU Geeks actually solves problems that I have, and excuse me, makes it possible for me to set up my system the way that I want in a reproducible way. So that's why I will be sticking with that, obviously. So I don't know when the next System Crafters video is going to be out, because I have to find an angle that's going to be interesting enough to keep my attention to finish a video, because, you know, some of the other things I've been working on lately have been a little bit more addictive, I guess you could say. So I need to like find an angle. So like I said earlier in the stream, if you've got anything that's sort of happening that's new in Emacs land lately that's interesting to take a look at, then let me know, because I might try to like investigate and see if it's worth making a video about. Hello, Alex. Nice to see you from Cyprus. And yeah, like I said, this weekend I'm going to do the Let 'em Dare game development competition. It's going to be on my other channel, Flux Harmonic. So give that a look if you're interested in anything like that. And if you just want to drop by and say hello, because I'm going to be streaming a lot this weekend for that. Hopefully we'll be able to develop something interesting. Max says, who can translate System Crafters to Greek? I don't know if that's worth it, because most of the technically inclined Greek people that I've come across all speak English, so it's not really necessary to translate that to Greek. Okay, folks, thanks so much for being here today. I really appreciate your patience and attention while I try to run through this whole system installation process. I thought it was pretty fun. I mean, it's kind of cool to go from zero to working system without really knowing what I'm doing. Special thanks to Maddo and to Ashraz for helping me out with some of the finer points. And yeah, I guess we'll see you all next week. We will definitely be doing a System Crafter stream next week, so keep a lookout for that next Friday. I'll figure out something to talk about then. But anyway, thanks so much for being here today, and until next time, happy hacking. We'll see you. Here's where I have to look for my key bindings to get to my end screen. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh no, it's not working. All right, there it is. Okay, see ya.